Hey guys, it's Owen, and I'm playing some Orianna against Fizz, and I think I kind of want to go for... I'm going to start out with a flash. Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time, but it gives me a lot of sustain if Fizz actually decides to jump on top of me. So you can actually choose to go for a Doran's Ring, which would be pretty safe against a Fizz unless Fizz plays really aggressive, but if you go for a Doran's Ring, then luckily then you'll have really good harass on the way back. Like, if Fizz goes in on you and then runs away, you can auto attack him and do more damage with your passive, and you can use your Q to harass him back. So it is pretty good. Most of the champions that Fizz counters actually do really well against Fizz if they can get up to a certain point. Like, Orianna does pretty well against Fizz just because she has a lot of damage, and she can Q and W and slow Fizz right after he goes away. I don't think I'm gonna level up my, or I don't think I'm gonna max my W this game. I'm kind of thinking about that. I'll level it. I'll level it at level 4, but I think I'm gonna max my Q and then my E. Because I look at this team and I think that Zach, Fizz, and Garen are just going to kind of go all in on me and Caitlyn. And I want to try to avoid it as much as possible, especially since we don't really have that much peel besides Janna. I don't really know what. Well, I'm not going to do much there. Anyways. Okay. I haven't played Orianna in a really long time, so... I'm trying them out. I'm trying out a lot of new champions mid. I think that if I, well, I don't know. It's just kind of for fun now because I don't know if I can get anywhere in the rest of the season. I think I could if I, you know, got some rest and got a little bit of luck and under my belt and played a little bit better. But that hasn't really been happening, so. I'm gonna try to just be kind of aggressive. I could go for... Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was just thinking something stupid. So yeah, you can just play really aggressive against Fizz, and hopefully you get him down to the health points that he doesn't want to go in at. Like, hopefully he'll be like, oh, well, I'm way too low to be doing this. And especially since he started at Doran's Ring, that's actually really prevalent there. Because he doesn't really have any damage mitigation from starting like Doran's Shield, and he doesn't have any sustain from starting a flask or just more potions in general. You can see that he's already kind of peeled back, but that's after 1 health pod and he's only got 1 more. And I really have a lot of mana still, which is kind of nice. I still think I would prefer to build tier relatively early. But the thing that's kind of scaring me right now is that I don't know where their jungler is. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that.
This is a fun game.
I just don't want to have anything to do with Zach. The thing was, I wasn't sure where their jungler was, and I was playing really, really aggressive. So I'll try to stay on this side since I just saw Zach go over there. But it's not going to do much. I can level up my W now. Garen got first blood.
So strange, they scream.
I should have looked at the chat because I didn't see that. I didn't see that Zach had been top recently. 310. I get ganked probably somewhere. I get ganked early. All right, yeah. So if I would have looked at the chat logs, then I actually would have known that Zach was top. Oh wow, I think I had some lag there because I didn't get to use my E. Well, that was weird. I just didn't use my E then. I should be able to be more harass. I should be able to be a lot more harass based with my. Alright, well I wanted to ignite him there. My ignite and an auto attack would have finished him off, but since I didn't have flash, I actually couldn't get those off. And since he had his playful trickster, he actually just got away. Oh, he's staying in lane. That means Zach's gonna come to my lane right now. Especially since I just saw him leave bot lane. Yeah, it was kind of expected. Okay, well, turn on this guy.
Why are you
That's kind of nice because we zoned Fizz out. We zoned Fizz out of the fight, so we can actually pressure a lot of. Oh, that was really good play on actually both Fizz and Lee, because Lee definitely would have killed Fizz if he actually would have had the time. I think that we should pressure this a little bit more though. Like right now you can actually see that, well I mean, Lee Sin's not pressuring it at all. But I'll get a little bit of damage off, and it's probably just base like right now. It kind of sucks because this is the worst time to base when the minions actually come up to the lane. And I'll tell you why in a second. So like when the minion waves aren't completely what I want to buy first actually. I didn't have to go for a chalice first because I have the flask, but I'm going to anyways. Because I like having the ability to spam stuff on Orianna. Why the fuck didn't he just attack him earlier? I sound really mad when I say stuff like that, but I'm not that mad because I expect people to do it. But I think that he could have E'd and then attacked earlier, unless he was out of energy. I wasn't really looking. I mean, everyone has a reason why they don't do stuff. Like when you think that someone should have done something differently. Oh, he didn't run away. But when you think that someone should have done something differently, there's always a reason why they didn't. Like either just a lack of knowledge or just in general they didn't for some reason. Like let's say he was out of energy and it wasn't really looking or paying attention, or even after that, let's see what could have happened. He could have just been trying to focus on getting out of the tower shots so that he could have lived, not knowing how much damage Twitch had done. I mean, it's not like he couldn't have figured it out, but
This is very exciting.
you know, just different things. My flash is back up. Oh, okay, I got an assist on that, that's cool. And is their blue buff up? Yeah. Alright, cool. And then I think we should get this before Garen comes, because he was just mid. Okay. Oh shit, I leveled up W again. That doesn't really matter. It'll be for more damage now, because hopefully I can harass Fizz a lot more. I'm not doing that well in CS. Or I'm not CSing that well. But it looks like it doesn't matter that much. And there's actually a pretty strong reason why I'm not CSing that well. And it's because whenever you focus on harassing in a lane, you lose out on CS, because if you spend more time auto-attacking the champion, then you have less time to cancel your auto and actually attack a CS if it gets low. So a lot of times if you just zone in or a tunnel vision on like harassing a champion, then you'll suffer from that. Let's see, Lee Sin is pretty fed now I think, so you should be doing a lot there. The Zac and stuff though, that's kind of what I'm worried about. I'm gonna keep on going on Zac, alright. Now I think I can. We'll probably just proxy this wave out while Caitlyn clears it, and then try to get the turret after that. I'll go mid. I don't really have to base because I'm not going to get anything if I base, because I only have 500 gold. I mean, I could buy a ward, but it's not that needed. I did get another kill though, so that was kind of cool. Let's see. Caitlyn killed the tower. Garen, you might think like, oh god, Garen, you know, he's snowballing and stuff, but the cool part about that is that it's Garen, and I don't, because this is after he got the visual rework, but I don't think it was a ability rework too. I know that the ult and stuff look crazy now, like screen shattering crazy. But it should just be the exact same person. And the cool thing about Garen is that he can win his lane and still lose the game pretty often. Like, he might do a lot of work if he gets super fed, but if he doesn't, it doesn't really matter. Let's use my W to try to run up. A lot of champions that have movement speed abilities like that, you want to just kind of use them whenever you can, especially if you have like one, if it's resourceless, and two, if like, well, I mean, Jace's ult is resourceless. Orianna's W, it's actually really high mana cost, especially if you max it first for the greater burst. So, let me see here. I think I could have maybe killed him. I don't know if he used his trickster though. And why he didn't use his trickster, so good thing I didn't do that.
Your ball is impatient.
And you always want to pick up your ball because you have an armor and magic resist buff. Oh, you have an armor and magic resist buff on. I do that so late, but on your E you actually get armor and magic resist, which is also another really good reason why you max it against some champions. I guess I'm now just. I guess now I'm just maxing my W second. That'll give me more damage, which is good. But damn, you can kind of see that my Orianna mechanics suck really badly. Not that they suck, they just, I haven't had practice with her. So I can see that Fizz is actually roaming down bot lane. The only thing is, I think that my team is pretty far ahead, so they should be fine. And if they're not, then I'll come right now.
An ally has been slain.
Time ticks away.
God, they're so low. Okay. There was like 3 people there. I don't know, sometimes when I get like into a super high tense situation like that, I like stop talking on the video, and I know that happens, but there's not much that I can do about it because I really want to focus, so I kind of just tune everything out. But that, like in that case right there, there were so many people that were just low and like one auto attack away, and I could have flashed in after all of them, but then I wouldn't have had an escape, and that's just too risky for me to do it. I mean, I could have flashed in, and then let's say that Zac had his stun up again. Well, Zac wasn't his passive, but let's say anyone had something like let's say that what's her face had a polymorph, Lulu had a polymorph, then I would have just basically died because I'd go auto attack someone underneath the turret, she'd polymorph, and then I wouldn't have a flash out one. I wouldn't be able to use it anyways, and I'd be taking turret aggro with like 300 health. Now, in terms of itemization, I want to go for Rabadons because you go for the Athenes or something. Well, I'll tell you this build first, I guess. You go for Athenes since you are pretty mana intensive, and you want cooldown reduction because it synergizes really well with your moves. That way you can spam them more, and since you're a utility-based champion, that's good. And then it also gives Athenes has a really good passive where you get a lot of mana on killer assist, and since you're AoE, that passive synergizes really well with your moves again. And then after that, you build kind of like straight damage or utility, like Rabadons, Zhonya's, Void Staff, something like that. Yeah, About that Garen. I don't think I really care about. Why did she ult there?
I have sharp things.
I don't think anything's gonna happen here. Oh my god. I fucked that up. I'm not sure if I can catch him because I don't think I have 2 boots. Well, I mean, because I don't think. Boom. Nope. Alright, well, he used barrier. That sucks. I fucked that up so hard. Because I short ranged my Q. When in fact I could have just had it go a little bit longer and then I would have hit him with both my. Basically, I just wasted my flash. But I also got away from Garen from that, so that's good. Alright, Janna. If you want to harass Zach, I'll stay. It looks like just Janna and minions were doing a ton of work on Zach, so I can't stay here. He doesn't have his passive, so I should be able to kill him with Q, W, and then I can ignite. I didn't know she was going to tank that. Well, that's cool. Man, my mid turret usually would have been gone, but it looks like Irelia and Lisa are doing a pretty good job of defending it. Sell that and buy 2 boots now. That way, if I ever do that one thing, like chase Twitch again needlessly across the map and go back to my bronze 1 roots, then I will have easier time doing it. And it actually helps a lot when you're considering running away from Zac, Lulu, Fizz, and Garen.
Motivating.
The maxing my E really didn't work out this game. But that's okay because it wasn't needed, I guess. Time to get dip. Come on, Janet, hold me, you fucking bitch. I'm just kidding, but in reality, I did want to do that. We can leave. But I didn't want Janet to just run away because she definitely could have saved me, and she did, so that's cool. And now it's my time to dip before I get nuked by a flash Garen ult. And I got a kill there, so that's kind of cool. Fizz is, well, I haven't looked at Fizz's build until now, but I'm not too impressed with it. He's got triple Dorans and Sword Boots. He hasn't been farming that well, considering that he's only got 63 farm at 19 minutes. But he's been going kind of, like, he's really been roaming a lot, which is kind of unfortunate because we have a ton of map pressure. So when he roams, he actually just puts himself more behind because we can either gain map pressure or see that he's roaming and then go kill him. So he's died a couple times from that. Actually, I guess he's died the most from that. He's also really squishy. He'll probably be really behind since he went the triple Dorans build. Because that build really only works if you get ahead from it. If you don't get ahead from it, then you kind of just shit out of luck. Well, thank God that wasn't in my range. I think I just popped as fast as yeah, I did. We've got so many we've We've got so much like kite potential in this team right now. Like in the beginning of the game, I said that I don't have much peel, but that's just because I figured that they would be doing a little bit more than what they are. So I guess we don't have much peel if the case comes up where they get super fed. Well, we have a lot of peel when I didn't have to shield there. We have a lot of peel when it comes to the fact that we have a Janna and me. And then Kaylin has her E, obviously. That doesn't really count as peel, but it kind of counts as kiting. And when I say kinda, I was just checking the range on that, I guess. I thought that it was in range, but apparently not. I like that the lizard's up though, because that means that they won't have their red buff for a longer time. But since we did all that fighting, I lost out on CS, so there's always a trade to whatever you do.
This is very exciting.
I'm wondering now, because I think, well, this is the second time that I played against Fizz in like a row. So, I'm wondering if I lost CS early against Fizz, like if I was 1 CS behind this Fizz or not. Because what I see a lot of Fizz is doing wrong lately is that they're not playing aggressive enough in lane. Which sounds really stupid, but it's kind of the truth. Like, I don't think, well, first off, I for sure didn't see Lee Sin ganking my lane really early, but I do remember Zach ganking my lane immediately and then me just flashing away from that. So that was kind of one part where if Fizz had to play it a little bit more aggressively, then they could have probably actually got the kill. Because if I had to flash away from Fizz earlier and didn't have flash from that Zach, then they could have easily gotten it. Like, was that ult gonna do anything? No. I mean, like, I did fine zoning Fizz, but the only reason why he actually just couldn't play that aggressive was because he had a Dorn's ring. But that just means that you should stay back more. If you buy an item that is that aggressive, then you should stay back more and then go in more often. Like, you shouldn't be farming, basically. You farm less at the cost of possibly doing well. Oh, no. That was a confusing fight. I always lose track of where the fuck Orianna is. Like, I focus on my ball and where I'm putting my ball, so I always lose track of the champion. So when Zach jumped on me, I was like, I should probably hit spacebar now so I know where I am. I think that's probably the biggest flaw with champions, that when I play champions like this. But, cool. So that was a good game. I mean, it's like my first Orianna game this season.
Victory!